The Berean Pulpit welcomes you to my study from Hillsboro, Missouri.
Hello, this is Brother Oats. Exodus chapter 3 and verse number 2. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Moses was 80 years old on the backside of the desert, tending his father-in-law's sheep, when a life-altering event transpired. According to Acts chapter 7, beginning with verse number 22, the Bible says, "And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and in deeds." Moses was trained in the palace of Egypt. He was taught in the highest institutions of the land. In fact, he was heir to the treasure of Egypt. He had everything in front of him. Verse 23 continues, "And when he was full 40 years old, it came into his heart to visit his brethren, the children of Israel." Verse 24, "And seeing one of them suffer wrong, he defended him and avenged him that was oppressed, and smote the Egyptian." And there it is. Moses murdered an Egyptian man, and as a result fled Egypt as a fugitive. I believe his motive was right, according to Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 25, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. However, he was fighting the wrong foe at the wrong time, using the wrong weapons. He failed to heed the warning of Zechariah the prophet, who in chapter 4 and verse number 6 said, "Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts." And on an ordinary day, in an extraordinary way, God used a bush on fire in the desert to captivate Moses' attention. Now, a bush on fire in the desert was not an uncommon sight, but a bush on fire in the desert that was not consumed was way out of the norm. Let me ask you a question. When something has happened in your life that was out of the norm, have you ever asked yourself this question: is God trying to get my attention? Or maybe you ask it this way: is God trying to say something to me? And God used a burning bush that day to get Moses' attention. It was then and only then that God spoke to Moses to recommission him or recall him to go back and deliver His people. After all, when God speaks to us, shouldn't He have our full attention? Bereans, search the Scriptures. God bless you.